Welcome back, everyone. Maté talk time. I'm in the beautiful city of Perth. Last week, my brother, when he saw actually my blood brother, when he saw the video that I did in Canberra, he's like, why did we only just get one shot? You know, show off this country. So, all right, I'm going to show off this country. I'm going to be, so this Maté talk went out late this week, and that's because I want to include the meetup that we're about to do tomorrow in Perth, and then the meetup that we're doing in Brisbane. So I wanted to include that. A different style of Maté talk, you know, breaking it up. Actually, I just want to show you this. So I'm walking along this path. This is the Swan River, or as they would call it in the 1800s, the Swain River. Long story, I'll tell about it one day. Now I'm still going to be doing, so I'm going to do a few different things here. I do have my trusted book. I am testing some new fragrances. One is this one here, Rouge ORCHIDEE. I think I said that right. ORCHIDEE. Rouge ORCHIDEE. It's from SORA. Now for those, sprayed it this morning by the way, for those who love all things gourmand. So first impressions is I get a cherry note from this fragrance. There is no cherry in it. When it opened up, I get this like a cherry liqueur sort of vibe. There is a vanilla sort of note that comes through. I didn't look at the notes when I first saw, so I sprayed it this morning. It would have been about 6 a.m. The fragrance is still on me. It's now been, boom. It's been like 8 hours, 9 hours. It's a softer fragrance, so it's not like last week I was wearing Interlude Man Black Iris. Oh mama, I mean the whole plane, and now I think about it, the whole plane would have been permeated with this particular perfume. Whereas this one here is a lot more of a body sort of fragrance. I would say that this would be awesome as a going out as a date fragrance. Interesting, I do feel it's a little bit more feminine leaning, even though these are notes that I enjoy, that I like. Things like vanilla and things of that nature. The one thing that it makes me think of, and I think this is like a glorious gourmand, it makes me think of like a shortbread, French pastry, and I said it, to me, to my nose, I get a cherry note. There's no cherry, but there is a rum note in there. So maybe that liqueur component is playing a part. All right, that's the first review. I'll do some more as I go through. I'm about to go and check out, I've been recommended a really good ramen place. I'm gonna rate it so that if you ever come to Perth, I had something last week, it was terrible. So I'm gonna check out this ramen place. Hopefully it's good. But we'll do another shot thing, but bing, boom, boom. All right, back again. So it's day 2 here in Perth, and I'm walking towards the meetup at Libertine. I'm a little bit nervous. It's like, basically it's like the school kid. Oh, it's raining today. Yesterday was glorious, and today is like, I mean, what kind of representation is this, Perth? Come on, I'm trying to show off your city here. Yeah, so I'm like that school kid in the movies where puts on a party and it's just him and his mother dancing. So hopefully there'll be somebody there, which will be cool. So yes, so anyway, walking towards that. And let me just give you a bit of a wrap up on Rouge ORCHIDEE. I was wearing it again last night, and I don't feel like I gave it such a proper breakdown. I was also on the fence with it yesterday. Actually, let me just turn around and show you this. Look at this. This beautiful building. Church in the background. I love that sort of stuff. Anyway, so I was wearing it again last night. I was actually, the thing about it is that it actually is more of a body scent. And I think this is probably why I was in two places with it. I wore it at an airport, and normally airport, I want a bit more projection. I want it to push out a bit more, not necessarily to bomb the place with my fragrance, but definitely for it to have some level of presence so that I'm smelling it as I'm traveling through, sweating and all the rest of the stuff that happens in airports. I'm smelling me, sort of that sweet smell of me, as opposed to all the other scents that can emit from an airport. And I wasn't getting that yesterday, but it's not that kind of fragrance. So I'm gonna put it down. Actually, I'm gonna take this off. So I'm gonna put it down that it's not great for if you want it to really project in a big place. However, last night I was wearing it a lot more intimate. I went out for dinner. I was with nobody. I'm by myself here, and it was much better. It performed a lot better. I could smell it on me, and that vanilla, and I mentioned that it had a cherry, but now that when I looked at the notes, there's no cherry in it. There is elemi in it, and I am getting a slight sort of balsamic incense, but I think maybe that could have been Inception in my brain. Bottom line, Rouge, ORCHIDEE, awesome fragrance, really nice as a going out, as a fragrance for you on a date, things like that. It would work perfect. Not so much, as I said, in an airport. All right. So these are the homies who have joined me at Libertine. We had another young man who also came, and there's a young lady that's in here that needs to remain anonymous. Long story, we'll tell you about it. So Yannick, can you, what was the recommendation? Because what we've been doing is looking at all the different fragrances, and I've made a few recommendations. Anything that sort of popped for you?
The one that I've chosen is the Santal Austral, which is around the corner from here.
All right.
Beautiful.
I think we need to have a look at it. All right, well, actually, I'll show it on Santal Austral. What do you like about it?
It's easy on the nose. It's super smooth. It's got some sweetness to it, but it's not overpowering. It's, yeah, I would say it's perfect to go on a summer evening when you head to a beach bar, something along the lines of that.
I can see that, actually. Matière Première, glorious. Zoe.
Hey.
What's your... Zoe was saying that she's actually a performer. She loves dancing, and she does comedy. No, she's actually shy. She was shy. She's like, I don't want to do this, but you are a champion, and I appreciate it. Any recommendations, Zoe?
Yeah, for you is Life Christian, as I mentioned earlier. It smells like a bit vintage, luxurious.
Love it.
Lovely for a date night. Yeah, highly recommend that.
Clive Christian masculine, yeah?
Yeah.
Yeah, 1872,
1872.
magic.
Yeah.
And then Ben.
Yeah, so I was looking for some leather fragrance, and Marcelo here kindly introduced me to Matière Première with the crystal saffron. It's not leathery, but apparently I knew the secret that he just told me. So saffron have like a leathery smell to it, and it was really smooth, a little bit woody. I would say it's unisex.
Yeah, easy.
It's
Yeah.
very unisex.
And I love that Ben picked up all the nuances, so the sweet notes and the slight spices.
It's a little bit sweet as well.
Yeah,
So that's why I
yeah.
say it's unisex.
Yeah, it's glorious.
And I think it's because it's so smooth, it's perfect for day and night.
Absolutely.
I would say day and night.
So 3 fragrances, 1872 masculine Clive Christian, and from Matière Première, saffron, crystal saffron, and the Santal Austral. So I want to thank everyone who came out for the meet and greet today at Libertine. It was a lot of fun, actually. This gentleman here was actually in a phone meeting. He put himself on mute, came to shake my hand, bought himself a perfume while he's still in the meeting. And yeah, did he think so? Obviously, this is like, this is how they do it here in Perth. So I'm off to Queensland next. I've got a midnight flight tonight. Super excited. And going to be sleeping on the plane. We'll see how that goes. Now tomorrow the next meetup is in Brisbane, so that's going to be a lot of fun. And currently wearing Pot Puri. Pot Puri. It's a Santa Maria Novella, and it's perfect for the airport. This is really feels good, baby. You love the way I was milking for sympathies on that last shot? Look, the truth is the flight was delayed. We were it was like a ghost town, the whole place. But the reason why I was doing that is because I knew my next shot was going to be this place. All right, I'm gonna flip this camera, hang on. Check how glorious. So I'm in the northern Queensland, I'm in the Sunshine Coast. This is the glorious town of Caloundra. And this is this boardwalk, goes all the way, it goes for miles. You jog along that, it's just magic. Boom. So, without being disrespectful, I was going to say if God, but I won't say that, but if any heavenly hosts were to take a break, they would come to Caloundra for that holiday, because it's just magic. And at the moment I'm on these rocks. I don't know what it is about rocks and water. I'm going to walk, because that's the style. I'm gonna walk and talk. All right, so good luck to me. This is where NFC Marcelo died. So last night, actually, I'm not wearing any fragrance right now, and I feel naked. The moment I stepped out into sunshine out here, I realized that what I should have been wearing was the Villa Neroli by BDK, because that with that orange blossom, that sort of sunshine smell about it. Oh man, that would have been glorious. Anyway, last night I was wearing Grise Chanel Extrait, the new one, and that's really impressive. I'd love to hear what people's thoughts are on that. What are your early, what are you detecting on the start? For me, it was like this green. I really feel like they've amped up both the iris, and there was another green note in there. But I really feel that the iris really pops on that particular fragrance. So maybe it's just, am I imagining that? It does dry down to the familiar Grise Chanel, sandalwood, tonka, warm ambery. I mean, that fragrance, whew, if you haven't experienced that yet, you need to go out there. The Extrait is very, very good. But I'm gonna put them side by side, because I've got Grise Chanel, and I'm curious to see what the Extrait is. Do you get a little bit more out of that? All right, so today I'm doing I have to shout out to Michael. I got a message from him. Today is Thursday here, and normally Thursday morning, the video already pops. The Maté talk already pops, but because I'm doing this longer version, hang on, I wanted to do a big jump over a rock, but I'm glad I'm not doing it. My brain's taking me through a safe course, which is nice. So shout out to Michael. He reached out to me this morning going, "Are you okay? Everything all right? Where's Maté talk?" So it should be coming out tonight. Boom! Check it out. These are the beautiful people who've come out to Brisbane. We should introduce. This is Sam, Andrew, and Kerry.
Hello.
And actually, Kerry won the pack.
Yes. Oh.
Bada bing. It's all good, but it's so full of. I mean, like there was at least 100. Now we see the box. I was gonna say there was 100 bottles of perfume in there. All right, so we've been smelling and enjoying perfumes here in the beautiful Libertine store. I'm gonna do a round. Give me 1 second. Have a look at this. Look at everything that they've got. Like, check out this place. This is like heaven right here. All right. Everyone's got a fragrance of choice.
Mine is Falcon Leather by Maté Premier, and it is potent and beautiful and just smacks people on the nose.
It is the most potent leather fragrance that I know of.
It's gorgeous. Love it.
Kerry?
I have, here we go, Entendre and Espérer by Frappen & C, and it has a beautiful hazelnut note that I particularly like.
And actually, Kerry's wearing it. It smells amazing. Yeah.
Thank you, Marcelo. I have the BD.
Andrea.
Ma che facciamo?
Show off.
Parliamo italiano adesso.
Sì, sì, sì.
BDK Villa Neroli. Beautiful perfume. I can smell it. It's just got something sweet and something different about it. Love it. Thank you very much for that.
Yeah, and look, and I'm glad that and Andrew mentioned that, or Andrea mentioned that, because that's my recommendation from last week. I was saying that this thing is a big hitter.
Fantastic.
Fantastico.
Grazie.
Boom, and that's it. Actually, let me show you where I am. Take a look at this. How do I do this? Boom. Check it out. So I'm on the, check this person out. Well, it's not a person, but I'll tell you why this guy is here. What do you want? But like I said, if heavenly hosts come and, you know, for a visit down to earth, they come to Caloundra to chill out. Now, the reason why this guy's here is because of this. You see that? So one thing that is quintessential Aussie is fish and chips on the beach. So I thought the best way to finish this Maté talk, fish and chips on the beach. And what you do, watch, so there's this guy. You throw him a chip, boom. While he enjoys that, here we go. Everybody else will come over. Can you check it. This is what we do as Aussies. Now watch, you throw another chip, boom, and now. So now you can eat your fish and chips and have a show because they all start squawking and they all start fighting for everything, and it's a lot of fun. Well, I hope you enjoyed that. A way different Maté talk than normal. Next week, back to normal again, so it'll be the same rhythm. And that's me. I want to thank, actually, before I go, I want to thank everyone that did come out to the meet and greets, both in Perth and in Brisbane. Thank you for taking the time. Actually, a lot of people, sorry, check it. It is a show, I promise you. And then you do this, watch this. You ready? Watch. These are too clever. The ones in Victoria, the ones in Melbourne, they jump with you, so you have fun. Actually, they're all lifting their heads up and down, up and down. But now we'll reward them. Up, there we go. Sorry, I'm having fun. Thank you to everyone who did come out. A lot of people actually moved their work schedule so that they could be at the meet and greet. Others were in a meeting while they came out, so thank you for everyone. It was a bad time. Well, it was a tough time, you know, midday, everyone's working, so weekends are definitely a lot easier, but I do want to say thank you to all those who did take the time to come out and say hi, so thank you. That's it, Maté Talk done. I'll see you guys all next week on the regular time Maté Talk.